everything we're watching is on a biblical prophetic timeline. And one chapter of 38 of Ezekiel is forecasting what's coming, in that it says many nations come from the far north, mentions Prince of Rosh, R-O-S-H. I heard that explained that the actual modern country Russia is where that name Russia is derived from, Rosh, and mentions Mechesh, Tubal. It goes on to say many nations together, including Persia, Libya, Ethiopia, and Put. They come together, and they says on that day, which I know to be the day of the Lord, says they devise the evil plan to come against my people Israel, who live securely, who are rich, who have been gathered from all the nations. And I listened to all the descriptions, and my takeaway was this is talking about America, not the place Israel, because it mentions they live in cities without walls, having no gates or bars. And I was aware that Israel has the city Jerusalem has 40 miles of 20-foot tall concrete wall around the city, completely encompassing it to keep out suicide bombers, terrorist attacks. So they weren't secure. They wanted to secure the city. But the Ezekiel 38 says, the people, will you not take notice of my people on that day? And they come in from the far north. And then I realized it's Russia together with Persia's Iran. And these nations are gathering together. And it's basically also prophesied in Daniel chapter 7, where there's four beasts that represent four kingdoms. And the first beast is the lion with wings of the eagle, which I'm in England now. And there's coin in England has a shilling with that queen on one side, lion on the other. We have a quarter dollar with George Washington on one side and an eagle on the other. We're the eagle, England's the lion. We're one world power together. We're in NATO together. And then it says the bear is told to rise up, go forth, devour much flesh. The bear is Russia. And it says the bear has three ribs in its mouth. The three ribs in the bear's mouth. What are the three ribs in the bear's mouth? And I realized United States, United Kingdom. Third one, Ben Netanyahu's Israel, because Israel's been the one fighting against Iran. I found out that the country, the Holy Land Israel, it's about the size of New Jersey with a population of 6 million. But Iran, in my research, they're 3 times the size of Texas. And they have a population of like 92 million. That's almost 3 times the population of California. You go, Iran is like a big dog. And Israel, they're like a chihuahua. What's a chihuahua? Wah, 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 against a big dog. That big dog, you just pick that chihuahua up, and he's done. One bite, you're over with. But they got us behind them. And that's the why they act so tough. But when it says the bear has three ribs in the mouth, told go devour much flesh, they're saying right now that Trump is violating international law. There's going to be a global government. Global government's coming because that's what it takes to have international law. You got to have law enforcement. That's what Desert Storm was. They attacked Saddam, took him out of Kuwait. That's why George W. Bush went into Iraq and took out Saddam, and he was declared in violation of international law. If there's no weapons of mass destruction found. So we're a nation who is being seen through the eyes of the globalists as a nation that's out of control, breaking the law. We got to be arrested. That's why it says the bear's told, go devour much like. Well, who's telling the bear what to do? The bear being Russia, that'd be Mr. Putin. Putin, you don't look like the kind of man, he's like a boss man. You're not bossing him around. But no, the Russians are going to be used by the global government to enforce international law and to take down this United States, what they feel is a country that's going around causing global instability and attacking other countries. And they believe it's that we're unjustified in what we're doing. But that's what's happening. And so Ezekiel 38 is the day of the Lord, and it's in Joel 2, and it says they'll be driven back out. In other words, God uses this process to cleanse the world. It says in Ezekiel 18 3 times, the souls who sin are the ones who will die. That God is pleading with all mankind. Come on, everybody. Why let sin be your downfall? Why not Rid yourself of your offensive ways. Get yourself a new heart. Renew a right spirit within you so that you might live. The Lord takes no pleasure in the death of anyone. But the this is the days that the prophecy are being fulfilled. It's a good plan. The new age is coming. The good people are going to make it through, like Noah made it through the flood, and he stepped out of the ark into a new world. The wicked were all gone. The kingdom of heaven is coming to the earth. This is part of God's plan. It's all happening. It's all happening right now, and this is the time. There's never been a better time to be alive. All kinds of generations were hoping and praying to see God's kingdom come, and we are going to see. Jesus is going to arrive.